How can you lose weight? Or if not to lose weight, then to lose a little fat to be more lean. Many people ask themselves this question, and not only those who are clearly overweight, but also people with an average build who want to get, for example, abs cubes. In both cases, the weight loss process will be provided by the same methods. The internet is full of a huge number of tricky diets, or tricky exercises and programs, or secret, unique, super new, sensational ways on how to lose weight as efficiently as possible. But in this video, I'm going to tell you how things really are, because you have to admit there is no magic pill, there are no miracle ways. The process of losing weight or drying off for athletes has long been well researched, and everything is clear there. So this video will dispel a lot of myths, hoaxes, how to lose weight or lose weight, in general, how to lose fat. Finish the video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to not miss my news. So the first and most important thing to understand is energy balance and calories. This is literally the law of weight loss. If you eat more calories than you spend, you gain weight. If you spend more than you eat, you lose weight. Or if you eat as much as you spend, you keep your weight flat and stable. And that's the most important thing to understand. It's literally a biological law. Everything else is secondary. What foods you eat, what times you eat them, it will make very little difference. Of course, there is a certain significance, but it's not dominant. The most important thing is how many calories you eat throughout the day and how many calories you spend. Okay, what is the calorie norm? You can read various articles that say that an adult needs to eat, for example, 2,000 calories a day. So there are no hard and unambiguous numbers and standards. Everything is very individual, and the number of calories you need will depend on your age, sex, weight, and your physical activity, because people have very different physical activity. And what kind of food you eat, because it's one thing to eat easily digestible food, and another thing to eat food that's difficult to digest, and peculiarities of your metabolism. So what are our calories spent on anyway? On our basic metabolism, which is internal organ function, blood circulation, respiration, and so on. And especially this is used up about 60 to 70% of all of our calories. We can't really influence that. It's our natural biological background. Next point, about 20% of our calories are spent on physical activity, which means walking and exercising. We know very well that everyone's physical activity is very different, so this 20% is very approximate. And the remaining approximately plus or minus 10% of our energy is spent on, what do you think? Digestion. Yes, to break down, digest, and digest our food. So based on all of this, the basic principle is as follows. If we want to lose weight, we have to go to a negative energy balance. That is, we must first of all eat a little less than we ate before. Secondly, move a little bit more than we were moving before. And the third point, which we can in principle also affect, is the cost in digestion of digestion. What I mean by that? The fact of the matter is that when we digest food, our body expends energy on it, and it can expend anywhere from a few percent to 30% of the calories. That is, if we eat something that is very easily digested, such a trivial product like refined sugar. It's probably the most easily digestible calorie, just a direct injection into the bloodstream. Then refined sugar will use up a few percent of the calories absorbed. But if we take a product that is much more difficult to digest, like cauliflower or broccoli, there's quite a lot of fiber. It's quite a tough natural fiber. It's not so easy to digest it anymore. Then the digestion costs will go up and can be 20% or sometimes 30% of the calories digested. And actually, why do people lose weight on vegetables and get fat on sugar? It's not just because in practice it's much easier to eat a lunch of extra sugar than it is to eat broccoli and cauliflower. This, of course, is also a factor. But another factor is that the same amount of calories eaten in the form of sugar and in the form of broccoli and cauliflower will translate into different bioavailability. Roughly speaking, we will digest almost all of the sugar easily, and almost all of that energy will go into our bodies. And in the case of broccoli and cauliflower, It will take quite a few calories to digest that food. That is why it is very beneficial. It is not for nothing that weight loss people are advised to eat more vegetables. Going further, some people have this illusion: if you have to eat less, then you need a negative energy balance. So I'm going to starve myself. This advice is very stupid. It is not recommended. Of course, it will have a short-term effect. Over the next few days and maybe even weeks, you will really lose weight. But in the long run, the effect will be the opposite, because the backlash will inevitably come. A person is not able to sustain a hunger strike for a long time. At some point, you will run out, you will snap, and you will start to eat even more than barely before. And this is when that biological effect will happen, when the body, realizing that hunger times may come, having received the first calories, will start to do what? Hoard them. So, the recommendation for weight loss is as follows. Reduce your calories gradually. Do not let your body adapt your metabolism, and do not provoke it to roll back. If we lose weight, we reduce the calories gradually a little bit. Our next component is exercise. Any physical activity will increase your body's caloric intake. The easiest tip is to just start walking more. Have the opportunity to use less transportation and walk more. Take advantage of it. I assure you, if you've never walked before and then start walking at least 30 minutes a day, then just a couple of weeks, you'll notice that the belt has already started to buckle. This will have a very cool, motivating effect. I noticed very well how great I lost weight in mountain hiking, even though I ate a lot of food there, because a lot of energy is expended, and you want to eat a lot too. But coming back from hiking, I lost quite a lot of centimeters in the waist, because I walked a lot. Another myth associated with exercise. It seems to many people that you can lose weight in a particular place. I want my thighs to lose weight, so I'm going to move so that my thighs will work. I want my stomach to lose weight, then I'll pump my abs. It does not work like that. Can we pump a muscle separately? Yes. We can pump up glutes separately. We can pump up biceps separately. Yes, it's possible. But to lose the fat in a certain place where we want, no, you can't do that. There are two basic types of obesity. Roughly speaking, male, insulin, and female, estrogenic. The insulin type of obesity is when we have mostly fat deposited around the abdomen. You've probably seen people with huge stomachs and other parts of the body, well, not so expressive on the background of the belly. The other type is estrogenic, which is more common in women. This is when the fat is deposited primarily in the pelvis and hips. There are exceptions, of course, but men are estrogenic type of obesity. This means that where your body stores fat in the first place, there he first of all, and it will dump it when you lose weight. If you have a huge belly and you start to lose weight, cut calories and move more, then your belly fat will be the first place it will go. The same if you have fat deposited primarily in the thighs and buttocks. Then by cutting calories by moving more, that's where the fat will go. So there is no point in rocking these muscle groups separately, assuming that the fat will go from there. By the way, friends, write in the comments, have you ever lost weight? Or maybe you've been on a dry run. Have you ever tried to lose excess fat? Share about it. Tell me in the comments, would be interesting. Now I encourage you to watch my other video. Be sure to watch this video. And if you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.